So when superstar Kelly Clarkson and her husband Brandon Blackstock got divorced, we all knew it was going to be messy. I mean, it's Hollywood. But just when you thought the drama was over, a single document, of all things, his father's obituary, blew the whole thing wide open again. It unraveled this years-long story of alleged betrayal, crazy financial battles, and one woman's incredible fight to take back her own story. You know, an obituary is supposed to be a final, respectful tribute. But in this case, the obituary for Brandon's dad, Narvel Blackstock, basically fired the starting pistol on a whole new chapter of this very public divorce. It was what was written in it, and maybe more importantly, what wasn't, that told a really shocking story about Brandon. Okay, here it is. This is the line from the obituary that set everything off. It's in the part about surviving family, and it names his son Brandon's new partner, Britney Marie Jones. Now, you might be thinking, okay, he's moved on. But what's so wild is who's missing. Any mention of Kelly Clarkson. You know, the woman he was married to for 7 years, the mother of his 2 kids. Just gone. And here is the gut punch. This is the twist that takes this whole thing from a little awkward to a full-on saga of betrayal. See, Britney Marie Jones wasn't some new person who came into the picture after the divorce. Nope, she was a core member of Kelly Clarkson's inner circle. She was her personal assistant. And that just changes everything, doesn't it? So, let's dive into this tale of betrayal, because our story really starts with these 3 people. And when you actually lay out the timeline of what happened and when, well, it starts to look less like a series of coincidences and a lot more like a plan. Okay, just look at the timing here. It's absolutely crucial. So, starting in 2016, Britney is working for Kelly, even managing schedules for both Kelly and Brandon. Then we get to June 2020. 2 massive things happen in the very same month. 1, Kelly files for divorce, and 2, Britney immediately starts a new job, working directly for Brandon at his ranch in Montana. That kind of overlap, let's just say it raised a lot of eyebrows. All right, so beyond all the personal drama and betrayal, a massive financial war was brewing. And believe me, this wasn't just about a broken heart. This was about a fortune. It was time to follow the money. First up, the courts ordered Kelly to make a one-time, tax-free payment to Brandon of $1.3 million. Just, boom, a huge amount of money, right? But that was just the beginning. On top of that huge lump sum, she was also ordered to pay $115,000 every single month in spousal support. And those payments went on all the way until January of 2024. Just think about that. And we're still not done. There was also child support, over $45,000 a month. And this is the part that's kind of crazy. This was despite the fact that Kelly had primary custody of their 2 kids. Brandon only had them about 1 weekend a month. So, with millions and millions of dollars pouring out of her bank account, Kelly decided to take a look back. See, Brandon wasn't just her husband, he was also her manager for years. And when she started digging into the books from their professional partnership, she felt like something was really, really wrong. So, she took him back to court. And guess what? Kelly won, big time. The California Labor Commission basically said that Brandon had acted illegally, booking deals he wasn't licensed to as her manager. He was ordered to pay Kelly back over $2.6 million in commissions he shouldn't have earned in the first place. A huge victory for her. Now, just when you think this story can't possibly get any more complicated, a really surprising parallel pops up. It suggests that for the Blackstock men, this kind of thing might just be a familiar pattern. Okay, take a look at this comparison. It's wild. Brandon's dad, Narvel Blackstock, was married to another music legend, Reba for 26 years. He was also her manager. When they divorced, Narvel reportedly walked away with about $47.5 million. And then he married one of Reba's closest friends. You see the pattern? A superstar wife, a husband who's also the manager, a massive settlement, and then a new relationship with someone from the inner circle. The parallels are just uncanny. So in the middle of all the legal battles and this weird family history, how is Kelly herself dealing with it all? Well, she started to speak out. She began to share what her marriage was really like behind the glitter and the fame. So according to reports, and even her own testimony, the relationship was just filled with this kind of emotional manipulation. People close to her said Brandon was constantly undermining her confidence, making nasty remarks about her appearance, and that there were always rumors about him cheating. But there was one comment in particular, that seemed to cut the deepest.
That's what Kelly said herself in court. She confirmed that Brandon had told her she wasn't sexy enough to be a judge on The Voice. I mean, can you imagine hearing that from your partner, the person who's supposed to be your biggest supporter? It's just a brutal thing to say, designed to make you feel small.
But Kelly did not just stay quiet and take it. No way. She started using her biggest platform, her music, to take her story back. There was this famous performance on her own talk show where she changed the lyrics to a song, and it was so clearly a message aimed right at her ex. She was turning all that pain into a powerful public performance. From a single, shocking line in an obituary all the way to a multi-million-dollar legal victory and reclaiming her own voice on stage, Kelly Clarkson's journey has really been a masterclass in resilience. And it leaves us all with this powerful question. After you go through that level of public betrayal, financial warfare, and just plain heartache, what does it truly look like to come out on the other side, finally in control of your own narrative?